Hi, Rob.
Hi.
You've been talking about how pivotal Game 2 is. I think you called it a swing game, and we know that Game 1 was a biggie. But describe again the importance of this one tonight.
Well, and they're all big. Don't get me wrong. And Game 1's a big game, but I think Game 2, if you're up one, you can really sort of take control of the series to a certain degree. And if you're down one, it's pretty important that you win so that you get back into the series. So this is a big game tonight.
Here in the front.
Rob, at what point did you and your staff, and maybe even the front office, decide Jeff Hoffman is a guy that we can use with 2 out in the 4th inning and it's dirty in the playoffs?
You mean last night in particular? Or
2 nights ago,
2 nights in particular?
That sort of situation, was it mid-September?
Oh, I see. No, I think, I can't give you an exact date, but we sort of saw it develop over the course of the season where we started using him in situations with runners on base, and he just kept getting out of it, and some guys can do that, and some guys have trouble with it, and he seems to be able to get that job done. So we've kind of leaned on him a little bit to do that. So that was the spot for him the other night. Huge, huge just to get out of that. And I thought that Ranger was pitching great, don't get me wrong. But I didn't want the momentum to change at that moment. I thought that was a big part of the game, and Hoffy got it done.
Obviously, hi, Rob.
Hi.
A couple changes to the lineup, Pache, and for the matchup, I'm assuming, and then a couple guys moved around. Just your thought process behind that?
Just to keep 2 righties between all of our left-handed hitters. So they've got Fried on the mound. They got 2 lefties in the bullpen who are really good on left-handed hitters. So you got 2 between Schwarber and Harper, and you got 2 between Harper and Stott, and you got 2 between Stott and Schwarber.
One in the middle here.
The Braves obviously haven't announced their Game 3 starter, but do you guys have any inkling maybe as to who it would be, and how do you prepare with that uncertainty?
Well, I think it's probably going to be either Smith-Shawver or Elder. So you kind of prepare for both of them and just be ready to go.
Back in the middle, Tim.
Rob, obviously it worked, but Ranger seemed a little frustrated or caught off guard when he came out. Did you have to kind of talk to him after the game and explain the reasoning on that? Yeah,
so I talked to him in the dugout after he came out, and then I talked to him again as we came through the line where everybody congratulates each other. And I think after a while he understood what was going on.
Was there any thought to kind of tipping him off about that before the game?
Well, we had discussed, Caleb and I, whether we talked to him before the game and tell him just to empty the tank early because, we've got all this time and we've got all these relievers, or just to let him go out and be Ranger Suarez and just pitch your game as if he's going to get 100 pitches. And we decided not to say anything to him. He was probably the only guy on the team that didn't know that there was a chance he was coming out early, but it seemed to, I think it maybe helped him that we didn't tell him.
Destiny.
Is Ranger available out of the bullpen tonight?
Oh, no, not tonight.
And Larry.
Will you go a little longer with Wheeler, unlike with Ranger today?
Yeah, I think so. This is our horse, really, for one thing. And it's a little bit different situation in that in the first game you had 2 games in 4 days, and now we have potentially 3 games in 4 days. So I'd like to get some length out of him tonight.
On the right.
Hi, Rob. Your views on Max Fried. He hasn't pitched in a number of days or weeks, and he comes from the issue with the blister. Your overview on him as a pitcher, and what would you expect from him?
Max Fried is top of the rotation guy. He's got great stuff, and we're assuming that the blister's gone. I think you have to assume that. But the fastball is real. The curveball is good. He throws strikes. He attacks people. Really good move. He's an athlete. He's an impressive guy.
Any more questions for Rob? Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.